Previously on the Sports Drive. Attention Walmart shoppers, attention Walmart shoppers. Repeat, we got a young man with rabies and he's spreading around the produce aisle. And now he's going into the meat department and he's going to beat the meat. Watch out, repeat, he's beating the meat.
Dude, unfortunately is.
Get the SWAT dogs, get the battalions, and bring in the bulldozers.
Hey, if you do that, wait a minute, if you do that in public, isn't that indecent exposure?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Exactly. I remember, this is a messed up story. So I was in Mississippi when I was like 13 or something, visiting family members. And I went to a produce store with one of my cousins. My parents weren't with me at that time, but I was with my cousins go to this produce store. We found this dude fingering a girl in the produce aisle, and they got arrested because they got caught on camera. Literally, we're just walking in, and we hear this girl, like, moaning her brains out. Like, what the fuck's going on here?
Wait a minute, this was Mississippi?
Yeah, it was like 2009-ish, somewhere around there.
You sure? Oh, never. I'm not going to say what's on my mind.
That'd be wrong because I was 13 in 2007. Yeah, 2007. Yeah.
I'm not going to say what's on my mind. Never mind. I'm not going to say it.
Welcome to the program, everybody. This is the Sports Drive. This is our comedy sports talk show where we don't take everything too seriously. We're here to have fun. Just a couple friends shooting the shit, enjoying their day. And this is a non-politically correct show, so you'll hear some adult language on the program. So if you're easily offended or you have kids around you, this is probably not the show for you. And I get it. It's kind of early to have this type of barbershop talk.
Gosh.
But I want to start my day in good ways. Don't we all want to start a day in the right note?
I agree. We want to start positive and have good spirits. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and get some laughter in. I mean, I don't know about anybody that wants to start their day with shrugged shoulders like, oh, here we go again. Let's see how this day goes. You know. Anyways, we got a couple rants we're gonna do later on. I have a rant about the NBA playoffs that I'm gonna be doing.
Playoffs.
We'll recap a little bit of the NFL draft that happened this past weekend. We'll get a Bears perspective for myself and Frank, since we are the Bears fans on here. We will be joined later on by the Walmart boy.
Yeah, boy.
He has a meeting this morning, but he's going to be joining us towards the end of the first hour of the show. Hopefully we'll be joined by Snowman as well. But
Snowman.
In the morning?
Yeah, Snowman in the morning.
Actually, in the morning.
Hey, guess what? Yours truly was a guest on Snowman in the morning this morning.
Nice. Well, you're a guest on a lot of shows.
I host a lot of shows.
Yeah, but you're also a guest on a lot of shows.
Well, I have appreciated that people want to reach out to me. I was fortunate enough to be on Jonathan Hood's Chicago game night / Under the Hood show a couple of weeks ago. And then Snowman hit me up the other day. He's like, hey, you want to come on? And I was like, let's do it, man.
Hey, wait, aren't you waiting for Fox News to invite you on?
Nah, I don't rock with Fox News. The only way I would associate myself with Fox is if they have me be the studio host for their live studio show they're having for WWE.
Oh yeah, that's right. SmackDown's moving. Yeah, SmackDown's moving to Fox.
I'm starting a movement.
That's a bummer.
I'm starting a movement today, and I'm starting to hear on the Sports Drive and then lead it on to my other podcast that I do. Joshi for host of WWE's live talk show on FS1. Let me be the host. You won't hire me for creative. Let me be the host of the talk show. And I guarantee you, I'll be the best one on that network, beating Colin Cowherd and the rest of the bums on that network. Yes, sir.
You're the man, dude. You're the man.
No, every time you keep saying it, then I want to watch that movie again and again and again and again. All right, so some quick business things to get out of the way. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and coming up this Tuesday, I'm turning 25. So hit me up in the comment section and wish me a happy birthday if you could.
Oh, a quarter century of the glory hump.
Yeah, that's not good news for my end.
Dude,
But
I'm coming up on 4 decades of the big win.
The big win and the Gale Force win.
Gale Force win.
Gale Force.
The human jackass.
I'm gonna do an impression before we go to our rants. I don't know. These women in San Antonio with the churros.
Heroes.
You never had churros before?
Wait, they sell those at guaranteed rate.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I know. That's the only way I think it's churros.
I find it ironic that guaranteed rate field is the better ballpark and offers better food than
you know what I'm trying to believe? Now they have a big goose watching from right field.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta sit there sometime.
Ernie, Victoria's definitely a secret down there in San Antonio. All right, let's get into the intros really quick. First off, from Blue Bumblebee, Kentucky. This young man is a nationally televised superstar, as you saw this Monday night at the Rupp Arena. He is the Bully Master and the Brownie Master, the one and only Andrew Browning.
What's going on, guys? It's going to be a good show today. Shout out to my boy Chucky Smith. Mr. South training himself.
What up, Chucky T. Smith? I like how you do that, dude.
And this is how your standard mopey person would be throughout the day. What up, Chucky T. Smith?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, dude. Somebody needs a tampon.
Oh, my God.
Well, doesn't it, dude? Come on. Doesn't it sound like... Come on. Doesn't sound like a woman need... Well, doesn't it?
I think that's a better question when he punches pillows and stuff.
Yeah, watching a 32-year-old act like a 6-year-old. Oh my God.
Hey, you should say anything. There's 45-year-olds who host wrestling podcasts who act like 8-year-olds on Twitter. I'm gonna be talking about that in my podcast today. Holy shit! I find it ironic that this week is the week that everybody wants to dish out their, the sky is falling for the WWE, yet AEW's first show is coming up in a couple weeks. I just find it interesting that now everybody wants to bitch about WWE when a new company is about to debut in a couple weeks. I just find that very interesting. I went on a little rant about this on Tuesday. I just don't get why 40 and 6-year-olds are trying to be the voices of today's wrestling fans, and it annoys me, to be honest with you. Anyways, our next victim here, this young man.
Victim of what? The show?
No, victim of being a Cub fan. I'm kidding.
They never play well as of late.
Seattle. Who cares?
They're first, dude.
This young man is putting the gas in the Lex Express and is ready to get on the track soon. Believe it or not, the 2020 political debate should be starting soon, right? Is that correct?
Oh, yeah. You know what? You're right. At least on the Democrat side. I mean, those start typically more than a year before the actual election. Yeah, that's right, Glory Hump.
Oh, God. Anyways, this dude will be representing Mike Pence in that delegation over there. This young man is the Gale Force win and a big win. He's a Cubs fan with respect to the White Sox. He's a Bears, Blackhawks, and Bulls fan. And most of all, he is the big win and a good runner and all. Here he is, the big bag of win, Frank Sprinkle.
You know, it's like Glory Hump. Interesting you mentioned the Cubs Mariners yesterday. It seems that that we're getting more rain, a lot more rain than what they've gotten in Seattle this week. What's up with that? Mm-hmm. I mean, I put the game on yesterday, and it looks beautiful, and they have the roof open, and here it feels like Chernobyl. It really does.
From Chernobyl in the French Alps, Andre the Giant.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Hey, Glory Hump. I'm that old to recall when Hogan body slammed the Giant in '87 at the Pontiac Silverdome. I am that old.
My mom was 11 years old in 1987.
11. I was I'm a few years younger than your mom, hold to believe.
Yeah, my mom's turning 43 this year, I think.
Yeah, dude, you know what's odd too? I'm 37, and when my dad was 37, I was an 11-year-old fifth grade brat. I mean, really, when my dad was 37.
I'm not surprised by that.
Well, you know what I was doing? I can tell you what I was doing when I was 37. During the summers, I was going to the roller rink that had an arcade. When my dad was 37, I was 11 years old, spending my dad's hard-earned money on arcade games and junk food. I was. That's what I was doing.
Hey man, one life to live, man.
Yeah, I think about it. I could have a 30. I could be the father of an 11-year-old boy who was doing the same. I could be the father of an 11-year-old boy that's spending money on arcade games and junk food.
Oh, fuck.
That's what I did.
Remind me when we do get to watch the wrestling show or Bears get together, we have to get Pizza Hut. Okay, Frank?
Pizza Hut?
Yes.
Why Pizza Hut?
I don't know. Like, what do you regularly eat when you watch a Bears game? Are you one of those weirdos that won't eat anything because you don't want to jinx the game?
Dude, I don't believe in jinxes. Are you kidding me? Jinxes? Come on. Actually, you know what, though? I'll say this. My Pizza Hut here has good mozzarella sticks. Hey, here, we'll get pizza and mozzarella sticks. They're awesome. I'm not kidding.
Yeah. Just double up on the breadsticks and mozzarella sticks, and I'm good. Anyways,
cool beans, dude.
Dude, there's grown adults that actually have superstitions about their sports teams and how they watch it live. I don't know. Maybe I adapted to what today's society is. I don't think anybody has to watch something at a certain time.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. You're right.
Yeah.
So, all right. Here's my opening rant. I got a couple actually that I wanted to get off my chest. First off, I'll start with the NFL because this week it's been another soliloquy fest about Ryan Pace trading up draft picks to get to certain guys. Here's my thing. For the guys that he's traded up for, have they ended up not having an impact on this football team over the last 3 to 4 years? That's the question I want to offer to you guys that are listening to this in the Chicago area right now. So think about this. He trades up to get Leonard Floyd, right? I think anybody who watched the team last year said that he had a pretty good year despite having that hand injury to start off the season. And then we could go to the Mitch Trubisky topic. I don't care how much you need to give up. If you have conviction on a quarterback, it doesn't matter what you give up to get the guy. And also, I didn't know that third round and fourth round picks are now suddenly the picks that make teams Super Bowl contenders now. So this whole week, I'm listening to ESPN 1000. I'm listening to the score, and they're whining about the Bears giving up a 2020 fourth-round pick. By the way, they already have a fourth-round pick for next year, besides the one they gave to the Patriots last Thursday. I hate the notion of saying, he just trades a draft pick. He doesn't care about the future of the team.
Wait a minute. Was this from Khalil Mack?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Wait, you heard that? Was that wait? Growing up, is that the case? They were whining over the Khalil Mack trade still?
Yeah, they brought the.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm listening to Waddle and Sylvie, and their producers are having a bitch fest because they gave up draft capital for Mack, and they also gave up draft capital for David Montgomery. If you actually look at the trade, and if you look at that trade from last Thursday, they only gave up one extra pick.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my goodness.
Like, come on. Like, seriously. And another thing, Bears related. I saw my cousin Vito put on Facebook, literally with a straight face, said that the Packers are going to have the best defense this season in the division. Vito, I love you. You're my cousin. I understand that. You had the choice to be wrong in being a Packer fan, but please stay off. Go.
Glory, hope you're on a roll today.
No, it's brutal, man. Go back to this face thing. You have conviction on the guy. Why sit on your ass? You want an example? Aaron Donald in 2014. I love Kyle Fuller. I think Kyle Fuller is a great football player. I'm not here to diss Kyle Fuller. We got him in 2014.
Of course.
We were one spot away from getting Aaron Donald on the Chicago Bears this season. And guess what? Phil Emery decided, we thought he was going to come to us. We were just going to wait for our spot to pick. Case in point, you missed out on one of the best football players in the NFL right now because Phil Emery wanted to sit on his ass during that season. Think about that. And everybody wants to go on their soapbox about, he gave up a 2020 fourth-round pick. This Ryan Pace character, he really doesn't care about the future of the Chicago Bears. He'll trade draft picks if his mother's life depended on it. This Ryan Pace character. If you actually watched the press conference that the Bears had this weekend, they openly said that they prepare for these moments when they have the opportunity to trade up to get draft picks. He's not just saying, "Oh, hey, here's a bunch of guys. Just give me your pick." You really think a general manager is just going to say something to pop out of their ass and give them draft picks for nothing, without a reason? And everybody wants to rush to, this Patrick Mahomes character. He's the next Joe Montana. Yeah, we're stuck with Mitch Trubisky. Well, what is Mitch Trubisky done? Oh, I know. Mitch Trubisky won the division last year against the Green Bay Packers at Soldier Field. That's what Mitch Trubisky did. Mitch Trubisky brought us to a game-winning position to win a playoff game last season. That's what Mr. Trubisky did.
What about Khalil Mack? What about Khalil Mack? Him too.
For anybody to say that Ryan Pace doesn't care about the future of this football team, if you calculate the age for the 90-man roster right now, the Bears' average roster is 22 years old right now. I don't get it, man. Do your homework. Stop saying shit and coming out with reasons to be pissed off. Like, that's one thing I hate about Chicago sports radio. Oh, it's a Tuesday. We don't have much to say about the Bears, so let's come up with something that will get the people talking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're gonna whine about giving up draft capital for Khalil Mack. Give me a freaking break. You had the audacity to say that, maybe at the end of the season, we may regret the Khalil Mack trade.
Oh, God.
Get the hell out of here.
Oh, my God. The Khalil Mack trade was awesome. Awesome. It boosted the defense. Everybody on that defense.
I was doing it in a heartbeat.
Going up. I can tell you this. Everybody on that Bears defense played better because Khalil Mack was part of the Chicago Bears. You mark my words.
Yeah. I don't know.
No, that's why he let it. I know. Khalil Mack.
No, I agree with you.
No, but I just can't believe what you're saying about these Chicago sports talk hosts that are still, oh my goodness, we gave up a fourth-round pick for Khalil Mack. Well, look at what Mack has brought to the Bears. He's brought leadership. He's brought a presence that has boosted this defense. This defense has played better because of Khalil Mack. And mark my words, this Bears team should be in the Super Bowl, partly because of Khalil Mack heading into next year. I honestly think the Bears are I'm not saying this because I'm a Bears fan here. Trust me. The Bears have the talent to go to the Super Bowl next year.
Period.
Absolutely. You know what people talk about? Oh, the next Sean McVay. Who's gonna hire the next Sean McVay? You know what it's now all about? It's about who's going to hire the next Sean McVay or Matt Nagy. Matt Nagy is up there with Sean McVay.
I think Sean McVay is overrated, to be honest with you. But
he didn't coach well in that Super Bowl. I think he's a good coach. I don't think he really coached well in that Super Bowl.
He didn't coach well when they came here at Soldier Field last season.
But you know what? Oh, glory up. The Bears, it ended in disappointment, that we know. But the Bears exceeded my expectations.
No, here's my problem. I'm tired of the radio stations acting like Phil Emery and Mark Trestman are still working for the Chicago Bears.
Now you're dwelling.
No, I'm not dwelling.
Not you. Them.
Yeah, exactly. It is them dwelling because every time you hear a conversation about the Bears, they look at it through the Phil Emery and Mark Trestman lens or John Fox lenses, because this city is so fixated on being the laughing stock of the NFC North for the last 4 years. They forgot basically that we won the division last year.
Get over it, folks. Get over it.
Yeah, you'll even hear Tom Waddle, a former Bear player, just every time a Bear conversation come up, oh, well, yeah, it was nice that the Bears were 12-4. You never know what's going to come with injuries this year, and it's not guaranteed to have rainbows and butterflies. And he's basically saying that the Bears are going to be the Jaguars from last year. That's nonsense. I'm sorry. Yeah, I get it. You played in the NFL and this and that, but I'm sorry.
You got a quarterback that cares at long last.
Yeah. My NBA rant is short and brief. I'll say this.
Who cares? I don't watch the NBA.
Yeah, I haven't watched 1 second of the NBA playoffs, but I find it ironic that Undisputed and First Take are taking time out of their show to still talk about LeBron James, even though he's not playing in the playoffs right now.
Playoffs?
Why are you talking about the Lakers right now? They're not in the playoffs. Are you going to talk about Tom Brady if he misses the playoffs this year? I'm sorry, Sean. That could be a possibility. The Patriots could miss the playoffs this year. Calm down. But you get my point. We got the NBA playoffs. We got the first NBA playoffs without LeBron James since God knows when. So I'm excited. I'm excited for it. Yet these fuckers still want to talk about Latrash.
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 I like that. Latrash. I like that.
All right, so that's a wrap for my rants. I don't care. You give up what you need to give up. I like David Montgomery. I think that was a steal from what they got. If David Montgomery was a steal and that was our actual first pick for the draft this season, you should be bowing on your knees for Ryan Pace instead of whining about a 4th-round pick next year. By the way, we actually have another 4th-round pick in 2020. But no, you don't want to do your research.
All you want to do is complain, anticipate the worst.
These program directors need to stop having their producers talk over the host every single show that's on there.
I'm scared.
I'm old school. I know what my role is as a producer in the radio stations. I'm not saying that producers should be allowed to talk, but I don't get it. Like, you listen to Rich Eisen's show, and his producer, Chris Brockman, is a complete smartass towards him the entire show. It's hard to listen to. I'm listening to the Rich Eisen show, not the Chris Brockman show. Same thing with the producers on Waddle and Sylvie and everybody else. I don't know. Maybe I'm old school. Maybe I should keep my mouth shut, but oh well. All right, that's a wrap for my rant. Who else?
Go ahead. I'm gonna say this. Don't keep your mouth shut. Don't keep your mouth shut. You do what you continue to do what you're gonna do. Okay? Don't keep your mouth shut.
What was that weird thing that lady said to the basketball player? Shut up and dribble.
Oh yeah, wait. Yes, yeah, she was on Fox, wasn't she? Fox News.
Yeah, stupid racist lady. Just shut up and dribble. No, you shut up.
Wait, should we know your role and shut your mouth?
Yeah, she should know her role and shut her mouth.
Exactly.
Brownie, go ahead.
Raw was awesome Monday night. It was phenomenal. And AJ Styles was there that Monday night.
I'm a big fan of AJ.
Him and Seth Rollins going to go at it at Money in the Bank. And I got to see the goddess Alexa Bliss that Monday night.
Sorry, man.
Sorry, Corey Graves, but I like him more.
No, you should be saying sorry to me. That's my number one waterfall right now.
You don't have to in this case.
She is God's greatest creation. I'm sorry, Mandy Rose. I put that on Instagram last night. I know Mandy Rose calls herself the greatest, God's greatest creation, and she's pretty hot. I'll say that. But Alexa Bliss is, man. I think she would rival Trish Stratus in looks right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
But me and my friend of mine had a great time on the night since 9 years in the making. It was awesome.
9 years, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you want to do a rant on Baron Corbin? I'm still trying to figure out why you hate the guy.
Please, dude. I want to hear this.
The last time when Raw, excuse me, when Live Event was there from last year, he told me to shut up because I told him that he sucks.
What'd you do? I want to know. Wait, what'd you do?
I didn't do anything. He just looked at me and said, "Shut up," when I said he sucks.
Oh well, yeah, shut up though. Hey, that's PG. You know what? You don't have to do anything at that point.
That's when he had hair.
Oh man, you know what's funny from this week, Frank? I don't know if you have a chance to watch it. The Firefly Funhouse.
Oh my god!
That I didn't see. That I didn't see. Honestly,
you gotta watch what Bray Wyatt's been doing recently.
Yeah,
I've heard of. Listen, I haven't seen, but I have heard.
So did you both get to see me and my friend there on that night?
Wait, who was your friend that was there? You went to Raw on Monday. Who was your friend?
Did you go with Chuck E. Cheese move?
Oh yeah.
My friend Jonathan did. We went that night. It was awesome.
Sure was.
Oh man. Any other rants you want to get off your chest really quick?
No, I got a Prime Time Wrestling this Sunday night.
Is it a DVD taping?
No, not this time.
I see your PTW shirt you're wearing right now, actually.
Yep.
I say it every week, but they're doing a bad job. They should hire you for. You should like run their merchandise. You should do something with that company.
I wish.
Oh, dude, we should think of something. We should think of a creative job.
Right.
And then?
What?
Okay.
Say what?
And Frank, go ahead.
Yeah, you mentioned about the NFL draft. I guess that's by the way, I think the Bears did a perfect job. Lloyd Hunt, no question about it, getting Montgomery and that wide receiver out of Georgia. And you know what? I heard good things about Montgomery. We took up the brunt of the offense and good leadership. So guess what? I think the Bears are on the right path. Now, having said about the NFL draft, there's one thing I had no idea of. The Nashville, Tennessee itself, which I've been to on a few occasions. And by the way, Nashville's got some good restaurants. Nashville, I had no idea, was one of the biggest cities in bachelorette parties. Did anybody here catch that?
Yes, I did.
Dude, I did. But did you know? Honestly, I had no idea that Nashville was one of the biggest cities when it came to bachelorette parties. If somebody told me, okay, what is the one city that is a big deal when it comes to bachelorette parties? I would have said Las Vegas. Like I would have said bachelor parties on the men's side. I would have said Las Vegas. But you know what? You have some of these people that did some of these bachelorettes and their gatherings of wannabe bridesmaids that were not appreciative of the NFL draft. Well, too bad. You still can have your gathering there. You had your gathering. Just celebrate the NFL.
Right.
I had no idea. I'm gonna say I had no idea that Nashville, and maybe this is because I'm stupid and lack intelligence, but I had no idea that Nashville was one of the biggest cities when it came to bachelorette parties.
I got a clip. Speaking of Nashville, I got a clip for the NFL draft that I actually wanted to share with you guys since we're all big on comedy and stuff.
Do it, Jabroni.
I know a lot of people feel like the NFL draft is boring after the first couple of rounds or whatever, but
it's not.
I was crying laughing when I heard this particular announcement for the Colts. Former Colts punter and now WWE announcer Pat McAfee was a part of this past NFL draft activities in Nashville. Enjoy. Here we go.
Play. Come on, man.
Please welcome from West Virginia University, 2014 Colts Man of the Year and two-time Pro Bowler.
We have a 7-second delay.
He's Man of America, not Man of the Year. He's Man of
Hello,
America.
Nashville. I'm not going to say a single word about the Tennessee Titans record against the Indianapolis Colts because I was a punter, and there's no reason for me to talk about that. With that being said, we did not punt much against the Tennessee Titans, so you probably have no clue who I am to begin. 2 years ago, when I retired from the Colts, I retired alongside two greats, Robert Mathis and Joe Wrights. A couple months later, I watched the draft. Robert Mathis announced the pick. Joe Wrights announced the pick. and then an orangutan announced the 4th round draft. I was not upset about it because the orangutan was terrible at his job. With that being said, the Indianapolis Colts are the hottest team, not only in the AFC South, but the entire NFL. A young nucleus surrounding the Stanford nerd, Andrew Luck.
The
2 All-Pros were drafted last year, 10 this year. And with the 89th pick of the 2019 NFL Draft, the Indianapolis Colts, Jim Irsay and Chris Ballard select future Hall of Famer, linebacker from Stanford, Bobby Okereke. Okereke. Pat McAfee, everybody. I mean, that's 10 out of 10 right there.
Wow. Why do I feel like alcohol sales went up as a result of Pat McAfee?
How about that, folks?
Yeah. Hey, you know what? That's how every draft pick should. Pat McAfee should announce every draft pick.
I'll give the NFL credit where credit's due. I know we like to trash them a lot, especially from a Roger Goodell point of view, but the draft and how they have these former players just rip the hometown cities is just hilarious. Remember last year they had David Akers rip the Cowboy fans?
Oh yeah, but that doesn't compare to McAfee. That doesn't compare to McAfee, though.
Why is it special teams though now? Like we have these special team guys just shred these whole cities now. It's brutal, man. I love Pat McAfee. I enjoy the stuff he does on WWE. I do not enjoy listening to Sam Roberts on the kickoff shows. That dude needs to get off my freaking screen. But,
dude, you know what? It would have been cool if Pat McAfee had just ripped the bachelorette parties that were going on.
Oh God,
that would have been amazing. And you know what? I would have actually paid Pat McAfee personally just so he could rip some bachelorette parties.
You'd be dying laughing if that happened.
Yeah, I'd be like Sean. I'd be like Sean when it comes to laughing.
And then I read my mind, Browning.
And then,
all right.
So what?
We got Money in the Bank coming up in a couple of weeks.
Okay, so I'll be back
in Hartford, Connecticut. We got Money in the Bank. We got 2 ladder matches already announced. I know you guys are excited for that. I'm excited for that. And you know, if you go on Wikipedia right now, you look at the match card for Money in the Bank right now. It's pretty good actually. Some interesting matches on the show. They announced Kevin Owens against Kofi Kingston. That's going to be going out for the WWE title. Browning, don't be disappointed if Baron Corbin wins the briefcase again.
No. They're not.
That's my early pick right now. I just want Corbin to win just to troll everybody. I'm at this point where I'm over today's wrestling fans. They don't know what they want. They act entitled, like Sami Zayn was saying on Raw this Monday. Psychological entitlement. That's the word for today. You can get that from wrestling and sports. As a wrestling and sports fan, you are entitled to absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing in life. You're not entitled to anything. Not at all. I think a lot of people our age kind of think that they are entitled to stuff, but that's not the case. Like seriously, 40-year-olds literally going on Twitter and having tweets like, "Oh, WWE's not paying attention to what I want. I'm in such a toxic relationship with WWE. What am I gonna do? I can't wait for AEW to come. It can't come soon enough. AEW is gonna save my wrestling fandom. What am I gonna do?" Like, I just find it ironic that this week, in the middle of the build to my debate, that everybody wants to get on their soapboxes now about WWE. Yeah, a couple of weeks ago, everybody was putting over how great WrestleMania was.
Yeah.
You know what I think it is, Browning? I think I'm gonna mention this in my podcast. I think a lot of people are feeling the after effects of getting back to the regular work schedule coming out of WrestleMania week, and they want to mask their frustrations from work, so they put that out on wrestling as to why they're annoyed.
Yeah.
It's either that or they just want to talk shit about WWE because AEW is about to have their first show. It's either one of the two, because there's no way that 40 and 50-year-olds should be sending out tweets that could be read and written by a 9-year-old.
Yeah.
My cousin, not my cousin, my niece AJ, who does the show with us every week on the podcast, has a better grasp of the bigger perspective of wrestling than folks 30 years older than her.
Hey.
Think about that. It's a kid's show. I don't want every wrestling company to be presented the same way. I don't. I'm sorry, guys. I get it. Maybe you want WWE to be 95% wrestling and 5% entertainment. You want WWE to be presented the same way as New Japan is. And this, no, I don't want that. I appreciate that NXT likes to have super indie shows and their takeover shows. You know, do what you got to do. I'm fine with variety, but I don't need every wrestling show to be presented the same way. And I don't know why we can't understand that. You want competition, yet you want every show to be presented the same way. It makes no sense to me. It makes absolutely no sense. Anyways, I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna pull up the NFL draft. I'm gonna pull up the draft from last week because I want to get to this Bear stuff with Frank before he goes today.
Nice.
I'm back.
Well, first off, before we get to the Bears, what was your reaction to the Daniel Jones thing?
Oh, yeah, with the Giants? Listen, I'm going to say this. Hold on. I'm going to say this. Dave Gettleman, who is the Giants general manager, I think he knows what he's getting into, because if you don't succeed with that organization, you're going to be out of a job before you know it. So what I'm going to say to all these Giants fans, and a lot of them are idiotic, just give the guy a chance. See what he can do. He's not going to be your starting quarterback this year. Eli's going to be your starting quarterback. But to draft somebody that deep tells me that they're looking for the heir apparent to Eli Manning. So Eli is going to groom him, get him ready for the future, because I think Eli's getting ready to retire. So I say to these Giants fans, are you a general manager of an NFL team?
Nope.
Then do me a favor and shut up.
Do you remember the videos that came out when Mitch got drafted?
Yes, it's like Trubisky all over again with us, with the Bear fans.
I remember listening to the Bears draft party on the Score the night Mitch got drafted. Chicago, you should be embarrassed of yourself.
Absolutely. I wasn't criticizing.
Literally, I was just talking about this with Browning while you were taking your phone call. Like, grown men acting like 6-year-olds over a draft pick.
Give him a chance.
A Giants fan threw his chair through a damn TV last week.
Oh my goodness! Wait! He did? Wait, you're trying to tell me? How big was the TV? Do you know?
Like 48-inch.
That's still a pretty good sized TV. Give the guy a chance.
Yeah.
Really, honestly, I gave Trubisky a chance. You gave Trubisky a chance, and he's been playing pretty darn well these last couple of years.
I have no sympathy for sports fans who want to act like 8-year-olds. It's not.
I'm with you too.
I have no sympathy.
Yes,
I'm a deep, passionate sports fan, just as anybody else is in the world. But I'm not going to do that. Did you know how sucking I felt when Cody Parkey hit the double doink? Did you know how bad that made me felt?
How bad? It didn't matter. I'll be honest. Let me tell you something going up before I hear you. And I was down about it. But after about a few minutes, I said to myself, this team went 12-4. They made it to the playoffs. They won the division. I was just hoping for 8-8. So you know what? I felt great about the season after a few minutes. Go ahead. You go.
This is how I felt. That game for me was how every Cub fan felt about Game 7 of the World Series a couple years ago. That's how big it was to me. I felt that was the biggest sports game in Chicago history in the last 5 years. This is a Bears town. I don't care what the Cubs, Sox, or any other team does in the city. This will always be a Bears town. I didn't get to experience the 85 Bears. And I really felt that team last season really had a chance to win the Super Bowl with how they were playing and heading into the playoffs that postseason. I really did.
Right, of course.
And for it to end that way was just freaking numbing. But you're not going to see me flip over tables and throw a chair through a television set over it. That's just freaking stupid.
Gosh, let me say this about the Bears.
Now you wonder why women look down on dudes. Because you guys act like you're so immature with this shit. It's not that serious. Go ahead, Frank.
Let me say this about the Bears. Sometimes you have to crawl before you walk. Going up. Look at 84, the Bears of 84, okay? They won the division. They did go to the NFC Championship. They did win a playoff game in Washington, but they lost. They got shut out in the NFC Championship to the 49ers. Now, I know the Bears obviously didn't beat the Colts in the Super Bowl in 2006, the 2006 season, but in 2005, they won the division. They got a bye. They lost to Carolina in the divisional game. I'm going to say this to Bears fans and hear me out. Sometimes you have to crawl before you can walk. And what we saw from the Bears last year were the crawling stages. Sometimes you have to crawl before you can walk. So going up, I say this. The Bears are going to be fine. Trust me, folks. Relax. Take a chill pill. What a bunch of idiots.
All right, let's talk about the NFL draft really quick. By the way, let's introduce the Walmart boy. No. What's going on, Sean?
Oh, jeez.
Here.
Oh, God, Sean.
Everybody to the Sports Drive on this Thursday, May 2nd, 2019. We're just 2 days away, folks, from the Kentucky Derby. And down the stretch they come. And, of course, we know that the celebs are going to be there. Brady and Rodgers and a bunch of actors and actresses will be at the Kentucky Derby.
John,
you should really
enjoy
watching.
Yeah, a lot of them are going to come there looking like a bunch of jackasses.
Well, but you know,
Aaron Rodgers and all those celebrities are going to be there and try to do their best Lacey Evans impression.
Hey, Gloria, I got to ask you a question. The women wear those hats. I got to ask you, how many animals had to die for those hats to be made?
That's a very good point.
How many of them had to die? Honestly.
All right, we're having a discussion about this, Sean, before he came in. There's no reason why sports fans, especially those in their 30s and 40s, there's no reason why they should be acting like 8-year-olds. Especially those who throw chairs at their television when their team loses a playoff game. Or, for example, the Giants drafting Daniel Jones last Thursday and everybody throwing a hissy fit like a 3-year-old. Give the kid a chance. It's not that serious.
Yeah, really.
Did anybody think that Tom Brady was going to be a GOAT when he was drafted in the 6th round? Did anybody know who he actually was? I'm not even a Tom Brady fan.
I didn't know who he was.
You know, I got to be honest with you about this. When Brady was drafted, I actually didn't know anything really about him. I knew he was from Michigan, but I was like, Brady. I mean, I think a lot of people in Boston and all of New England didn't know what to expect. Just like when Dave Cowens went to the Celtics and was Bill Russell's replacement. And look what happened with Dave Cowens. He won a couple championships, and Brady's won 6 championships. I mean, it's pretty amazing.
And trust me, first-round quarterbacks are not always the greatest thing to be happy about. Look at Jamarcus Russell. Look at Johnny Manziel. Go look at Jake Lockyer.
Hey, why you leave?
Yeah.
I remember when Johnny Manziel was drafted, and everybody at Cleveland was like saying, Manziel's our savior. He's going to lead the Browns to the Super Bowl. And look what happened.
Yeah, look at what happened. Honestly, he gets thrown out of Canada, basically.
Honestly, I hope Baker Mayfield continues on with his success. I like him. I like him as a player, but the Browns need sustainable success. So I hope this actually works out for them this time. Anyways, let's go into the draft really quick. Frank, we had 5 picks for the Bears. David Montgomery in the 3rd round. A lot of people had him as the 2nd best running back in the draft class. we also got the brother Calvin Ridley, Riley Ridley in the 4th round, I think. So we got that as a steal. Duke Shelley, a slot cornerback from Kansas State. We got Karif White from Florida Atlantic. By the way, Justin, our buddy Justin J. Hill, he goes to Florida Atlantic, I think, for school. So I want to get his thoughts sooner or later about that. Anyway, yeah. and then our last pick was Stephen Denmark from Valdosta State, which is a college in Georgia. So I like what the Bears did. Frank, what did you think about the draft picks?
You know what?
It's hard for me to say because I don't watch a lot of college football, but I think you would have a better perspective on it.
Well, it's not that I have a better perspective. I'm just going by what the so-called experts say. And I watched the NFL Network for coverage, and they were singing the praises of David Montgomery. I think that he's going to be expected to carry a lot of load with the Bears. I'm impressed. I heard a lot of positive things. You're nodding your head. Why is that?
Nah, this is something the Slickster is putting in the chat box here. Go ahead, Frank. Keep going.
Never mind. But anyway, and I was also impressed with that right. Sean, gosh, I can't even talk. I was also impressed with that wide receiver from Georgia. I thought I saw his tape on the NFL Network. He looked like he was quick. I'll say this. The Bears, I think, did a pretty good job with the draft. And understand this. Many say that that 4th through 7th, those rounds are going to make and break potentially your team. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I think the Bears went in the right direction. Can't wait to see what happens.
I agree with you, Frank.
What happens?
I don't think so. I like what I put in this.
My sister still bumper bowls, and she's 36.
Yeah, that's what Browning uses is bumpers bowling. That's the thing.
Hey, Sean, did he ever watch Stu Where's My Car? Did he ever watch it?
Oh, gosh, no, I haven't.
He should. You remind me of Sean William Scott.
May the best team win this weekend. It should be good outside.
Browning, 4 games.
Can't you come up?
Is that series here or at Fenway?
Oh, it's a guaranteed rate.
It's going to be at US Cellular Field.
Yeah, which means the Cubs and White Sox are at home the same weekend.
Yeah, they're playing the Cardinals this week.
Weekend.
Of course, it's a busy weekend. I mean, I got the Red Sox and the Bruins are playing tonight against Columbus, stupid Blue Jackets. And then, of course, got
I told you that was going to be a good series.
Oh, yeah, sure. Remember last Thursday, they said, let's hope Sean has a rough start with the Columbus Blue Jackets, and they did. Oh, they should have beaten the Blue Jackets. And the Celtics play the Bucks tomorrow night, so I should be looking forward to that.
Sean, did you watch any of the NFL draft, and what stood out to you from a Patriots perspective?
I didn't get a chance to really watch much of the NFL draft since I've been watching the playoffs mostly. I know that with Brady retiring, I hope – did New England draft a quarterback? I didn't follow. Oh, well, that's
Brady's
good.
Retiring? Brady's retiring? At some point he will. What's he retiring, Sean?
Brady's going to retire.
Brady's
going to retire at 45, and
He might.
Well, it will happen. And then you know what Brady wants to do after he retires? He wants to actually go into Hollywood, be a part.
Oh my God! Okay.
He wants to be an actor.
Brady says he wants to be a Hollywood actor. Look, he's got a model of Giselle, who's a very famous model, and now Brady wants to be in because he thinks he has a talent for acting.
He's going to be the next Tom Cruise.
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
gonna be 20 more bad Mission Impossible movies.
Well, hey, remember? Hey, you know what? Next summer, Top Gun 2, the sequel. Yeah,
God! Yeah,
I'm ready for that. Another Top Gun movie. It's like, oh my God!
Wait! I didn't know that. Sean, is there another Top Gun movie coming out?
Yes,
there is. Yeah,
I'm out of touch with reality again. Is Tom Cruise in it?
Frank, they're having Bad Boys 3 coming out next year.
I'm not going to see any. Hey, you know what? Guess what? I can watch these movies for free on the internet.
Well, how about this one?
I got birthday shout out really quick. I wanted.
Who is it, dude?
All right,
happy birthday to The Rock.
It doesn't matter. No, what the game is played.
The Rock turned 47 years old today.
He still looks good. He still keeps himself in great shape and all of that.
Yep.
It doesn't matter.
Hey, happy birthday, Dwayne.
Oh, Sean, I want to get your thoughts on the start of the Red Sox season so far.
Just a second. I got something for Browning. Okay.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
I can't wait to hear this.
I can't believe the Rock is 47.
Man.
I got some bad news for you, Sean. Unfortunately, Frank will not be joining us for the bash hour, but I'll be doing the attention Walmart shopper today.
They got a meeting.
Oh man! Well, again, help me with the fact.
I will, Sean. Act like an adult, dude. It ain't that hard.
But
really.
This guy gets under my skin. You know, this guy gets. What did you say, Browning?
Sean. Sometimes, everybody gets some. Sometimes people get under my skin, but you don't see me acting like a juvenile.
Well, I don't know about that, Frank.
Yeah, you do. Okay, wait, dude. What do you mean you don't know about that? Explain, dude.
Just what the heck is this? Never forget the 3 C. All right, the Red Sox are doing better. They did sweep the Browning.
Browning, shut up, dude.
Coming from a guy who doesn't know one famous or White Sox great. I mean, he probably has to use a cheat sheet to even look up the greats. Anyway, the Red Sox did sweep the Oakland Athletics. They are starting to play better, and I like that too. Everybody thinks the Red Sox are done, but you never count them out because they always have been known to be called what? The king of comebacks. That king of comebacks.
You know what I heard on the radio today before the show started today?
A good song.
Jeff Passan, the ESPN MLB reporter, said that John Lester is not a Hall of Famer in his eyes.
Oh my!
He said that with a straight face.
Jeff said that?
No, Jeff Passan from ESPN literally said that John Lester is not a Hall of Famer on Cap's show. I thought Cap was about to have a heart attack.
Well, actually, Lester is a Hall of Famer. I mean, Lester actually has what? Three championships. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the Red Sox want the Cubs.
Yeah, he's like the Panda. He's got 3 championships. Go ahead.
Yeah, come on, don't remember. I felt so bad when the Panda got traded. I mean, even the Panda with Instagram, it was so sad back in 2015. I was so depressed and upset.
I know. I'll never forget that. We're getting ready for a show one day, and I hear Sean crying in the background. I thought something bad happened. And this freaking Nimrod goes, "Oh, the Panda got caught on Instagram liking women." I'm like, seriously? He was in the bathroom. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing.
He has to focus on a baseball game.
Wasn't this in Atlanta?
Yes, it was. He was using the restroom, and he was.
Was this during a rain delay or before a game? I remember when it happened, but was this before the game or during a rain delay?
I believe this was before the game or during the game. It didn't rain at all, but Josh won't. Oh, I was pretty sad because, again, I was looking for a nice Panda T-shirt or a Panda jersey. I thought I was going to get one of them. And, the other thing is, in baseball, my dad's side of the family is really giving it to me because they're happy that the Minnesota Twins are 18-10. I was like, oh gosh.
Oh my goodness.
I wonder how your dad and your uncles are going to be when the Vikings miss the playoffs again this season.
Typical. They'll be in mourning. They were in mourning when they lost the last game of the season to the Chicago Bears.
Did you have a good laugh out of that, son? When
I did laugh. I laughed pretty. We had family out, and so I just laughed pretty quietly. And then I think my family's like, "On John, we heard that. Stop it." I was like,
was it my favorite moment of the Panda was his belt breaking. Wow.
Oh gosh, yeah. What happened? Facebook Messenger explode. Oh, you guys had to hit me with that because his belt broke. I was like, oh my god.
It's the funniest thing I ever seen in baseball.
That was awful. That was what, April 2016? Oh, I hated that. Oh gosh. And now the Panda is back where it all began, San Francisco, California. And let me ask you this, Josh and Frank, starting with Josh and Browning. How do you both think the White Sox are doing right now? I mean, they beat the Orioles last night. You retweeted that last night, too. A walk-off hit.
Hey, let me get on this, Glory Hump, because Glory Hump, I got to say this. I think the White Sox are still a year away, but they got some fine talent. I'm going to say this. Tim Anderson is one fine talent. I got to say this. You're got to be blessed to be rooting for a team that's got such up-and-coming great talent.
You know, I'm going to say this on behalf of Snowman. I don't think we're a year away. I think the AL Central is open for business. I think it's the wild, wild west. Anything can happen in the AL Central. I'm not convinced that the Indians are world beaters. The Tigers are rebuilt. Twins have been playing decent so far, and the Royals suck. There's no reason why the White Sox cannot be in at least wild card contention.
They might.
Season.
They might.
Oh man,
they're fun to watch, Sean. They're fun. I mean, blowing up. They're fun to watch. I'm telling you, this White Sox team is fun to watch.
All right, here's my thoughts on the White Sox. Like a lot what the young guys are doing. It was cool. Ronaldo Lopez punched out 14 batters this past Sunday, I think it was. And then yesterday you were talking about the doubleheader they had against the Orioles. So I don't know what per se. I think they're right around 500 right now for their record right now, which is not a bad thing, and especially for their start of the season. But I'll say this: Tim Anderson will definitely have the AL Player of the Month, not Mookie Betts.
Oh, and another thing too. I gotta say this. By the way, I gotta say this too, Glory Hump. Glory Hump, I gotta admit something. I'm flunking Sox math. I'm flunking, dude. I'm flunking.
I thought that'd be something you'd be good at.
No, dude, I'm flunking. I flunked most of my classes before.
My dad's side of the family believes the Twins will go to the World Series and win it this year, and I'm like, oh God.
They won't. No, they won't.
I have to sit there.
Just like the Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl this year. Next.
They are? Oh my goodness! No.
Oh, Sean, you didn't hear this earlier. Brian's gonna get a laugh out of this. So my cousin Vito, you know who he is, Packer fan, right? He had the audacity, the unmitigated goal to say that the Packers had the best division and the best defense in the NFC North.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, right.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, the Packers don't have squat. And the fact is, it's so sad the Packers still get to be playing on prime time. That just makes me so
ridiculous.
Yeah, and anyway, the White Sox are 13 and 15. So Boston playing Chicago tonight. Of course, both teams are below 500. Now, get to the guy who's the big Cubs fan, Frank. Cubs are 16 and 12. What's your thoughts on them, bud?
I think Frank's doing something real quick. Browning, I wanted to mention this to you really quick before we go to our legal IDs and our station identifications. I was going to say this. Whenever you see Donnie Green or you see Eddie Heel and they come up to you and they start talking crap, to say, and then. See what the reaction is.
I wish you could just come up with something new besides that stupid.
Son, you should really watch that movie, though. You're all about the old school stuff anyway. By the way, I think you'd be proud of me because I was listening to Huey Lewis's "Do You Believe in Love?" this evening.
Yes, Huey Lewis in the news, and then of course, I just watched a great movie. I just watched a Pierce Brosnan James Bond movie from 1995 called GoldenEye. Yes.
God.
What do you mean? There is nothing wrong with GoldenEye. There is nothing wrong with the James Bond.
No, I agree. I agree.
James,
but Frank, what about
wait, there was a video game? Hold on. Am I missing something here? There was a James Bond video game?
007.
Yeah. All right, this might be a hot take, but I'm putting this in the chat room. I don't care.
and Frank, how do you look at the Cubs? What do you think?
Yeah, they're playing very well. Say this though, Seattle, they got more rain. We're getting more rain here than they are in Seattle. I'm impressed with the Cubs.
What's that?
Big series.
Oh God.
Cubs are 16 and 12. Of course, they are sitting. What is it? About 3 games back of the Cardinals. Oh, I please. I do not want to see the Cardinals win it all this year. I would hate it.
Hey, what do you get the sense that James Bond was one of the biggest fictional players to ever live? Is that?
Come on, James Bond goes all the way back to Sean Connery. There is absolutely nothing wrong with James Bond.
Yeah, it's like there's nothing wrong with Mission Impossible.
Oh, James Bond. James Bond was quite the player. I mean, it didn't seem like in the movies he was always the player.
You know, you know what good movies are? John Wick movies. How about that?
How about Charles Bronson movies?
I take it, Josh, you're not a big fan of the James Bond movies,
no,
right?
I am not. Oh, by the way.
We got breaking news?
No, we got a public.
Oh, yeah, shut up, dude.
You may be listening. I'm a jackass streaming live on FS1, and you hear me live right now on Fox Sports Radio and the iHeartMedia app. Welcome, everybody. We have to send our salutes to the Big Win because he's off to handle some business. Big Win, thank you for coming on the show.
Hey, love you guys. Like I said, it's gonna be. I'm gonna say this quickly. This is gonna be a busy period for me, so I'll try to make it as best as I can. But I'm gonna tell you guys this. May is going to be a hectic month work-wise.
Oh, yeah, it'll be a busy month for sure. But May is good.
Gentlemen, God bless.
God bless.
Yeah, but May has the feeling of summer right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it does. And James Bond is a fabulous set of movies. Now, if you watch James Bond movies, I think you would enjoy it. I mean, I enjoyed GoldenEye and stuff. And Browning. Oh. You got our tickets for the Kentucky Derby so we can go this weekend? Josh would not want to sit. I could just picture it with Josh.
Where's your Colonel Sanders outfit at?
Oh, gosh. I can't believe you said that. Well, I could say this. Josh would not want to spend 1 minute staying at the
I'll bet you a White Sox logo that Aaron Rodgers will be at the Kentucky Derby.
Oh, he will be, and Brady's going to be there too. I heard, Tom Brady, I think, plans to be Tom Brady plans to be at the Kentucky Derby. And isn't that pretty cool at the Kentucky Derby? You got famous celebs that go there.
I don't know why you're going to go through the hassle to put on all that stupid shit just to watch a horse race for 2 minutes.
Well, come on, Josh.
It's the food at that reception that important for the alcohol that they'll be consuming.
Well, they got the They got the beer.
You should be mad about this because I know David Ortiz is a big Kentucky Derby guy, and there'll be chicken and beer there.
Oh, jeez! Please, that experience was entirely nothing but a nightmare for Browning. Browning, there has to be some way, Browning, that you can come up with a new phrase. I mean, you should know better than that.
All right, little show update here. Once we're done with the Skip Bayless special, we'll be heading into our spoken word. So this is be on the lookout for that, ladies and germs. All right, here we go.
I'm Al Weinerman. Look at that T-shirt. Yeah, right there. There you go.
Do you just put on Boston sports gear for the show, or do you actually have actual clothes to wear throughout the week that's not Boston sports related?
Well, I am the true New England sports fan. I mean, absolutely. I mean, that's why I'm hoping tonight the Bruins win their game, tie the series up. Otherwise, there will be a little bit of mourning coming for me because then we're on the brink of elimination against the stinking Blue Jackets. And then the Celtics play the Bucks tomorrow. So I'll be looking forward to that.
You know, I went to my cousin's communion party on Sunday at this restaurant called Pompeii. And so just for those that don't know, I'm half Italian and half Puerto Rican. So I'm at my mom's side of the family, which is Italian. And I felt like I was at the set of The Departed or The Sopranos. Like, seriously, like any stereotypical look of a paisan was there. Tight chins, comb over cuts, you know, the whole thing, man. I felt like I was at the set of The Sopranos or something. It was pretty funny, but they got some good pizza there. Way better than Subway pizza. By the way, the fact that Subway pizza is a thing is still it blows my mind.
Yeah, there is absolutely nothing wrong with going out to Subway and getting a nice, delicious pizza. I mean, I'll never forget it as long as I live. September 2015. Josh asked me, I think the NFL show that we did, NFL Real Talk is what Jeff called it. Yeah. And so I go and Josh asked me, well, how did your day go? What did you do today? I said, I went to Walmart and got a haircut. And everybody makes such a big deal. What are you going to Walmart and get a haircut for? I was like, because look at the nice trim. I just recently got a nice haircut. From Cost Cutters. Look at that. Really? I mean, that was nice. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't have to worry about my haircuts because if you look at this, I'm going to be bald soon. So
Josh won't mind that at all. But
I'm going to be wearing hats going forward once I'm bald.
Well, I tell you both, if you just go to Walmart and go to Cost Cutters and get your hair cut there, they'll really do a nice job. They'll wash your hair, they'll cut it. You can decide what you want for an inch. Like, do you want a 1 or do you want a 2 or a 4? I usually go with a 1/2 inch.
All right, Sean, go ahead, do the intro for the bash hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have arrived at a bash hour that is expected to get completely out of hand.
Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Browning, we have nothing. You have nothing to say, Browning. It's the Skippy Payless Bash Hour. You know, I gotta say,
don't you have that song on your computer that you can't pull it up?
I don't know where it's at. I mean, actually, I think I found it, but it has the thing that mentions the Jock Stars fight back. Yeah, whatever. Couldn't do that. Snowman would have that. I can't wait till he gets his new studio built because he's got that saved because I emailed it to him.
I told somebody, I forgot who it was, to stay off the weed earlier.
I told Browning to stay off the weed. Gosh.
You need to stay off the weed.
I don't need to stay off any weed. I'm a happy, healthy 32-year-old man who's got a lot going for him and very blessed and happy to count the blessings. Yeah.
I wonder what, for those who are wondering what they want to give me for my birthday this year, all I want is money either to give like gift cards for my bank account or gift cards for an airplane flight because I want to go.
I know exactly.
I want to go to Orlando because I have some personal business I want to handle down there, waterfall wise, and then I want to go to Pittsburgh to go visit my brother Adam that I do my podcast with. So yeah, if you guys could give me like gift cards or something to like lessen the prices of these damn airplane flights and hotels, I would deeply, deeply appreciate that.
You know what? Not only that, I think Josh would be so happy. He would be so happy for his birthday weekend that his team would beat my team 3 out of 4.
Absolutely.
And I'd be like, Josh, I don't want to hear it. Don't talk to me. I don't want to hear about it, Browning or Josh. Don't talk to me. I'm not in a good mood.
I'm sure you can look it up. Who are the White Sox playing on the 7th? That's my birthday. It's on Tuesday.
Let's see. They got a 4-game set against the Red Sox starting tonight. The White Sox, let me take a look at their schedule since I have ESPN up, even though I can't stand ESPN, the biased network. White Sox are 13-15. They're third in the AL Central. Twins are leading the division, of course, as we know. Oh, let's see. May 7th, right, Josh?
Yes, sir.
Oh, my gosh. The White Sox are at the Indians in Cleveland. Like the Indians.
It's a double dose of bad because I saw that it's going to be raining on Tuesday, and then the White Sox are playing in Cleveland. How shitty is that? Oh God!
Play the Indians. It's so fun. Yeah, you're gonna play Chief Wahoo's tribe. You better go look for Wild Thing Vaughn or for Jake Taylor.
I think that Brad Stevens needs Chief Wahoo right now after that performance on Game 2.
Well, I'm gonna follow in the footsteps of what Kyrie Irving said. There's no concern. We'll just take care of business in Game 3 tomorrow night.
He'll take care of business when he's on a different team next season.
Jeez, I want Kyrie to be locked up as a Celtic. Jeez, Browning, every time we talk about something, look what's mentioned in the group chat room. Jeez.
Yeah, Brian, you got to come up with something new.
Yeah, come up with something new, Browning. No, that's all right. All right. So, yeah, White Sox at the Indians on Josh's birthday.
Bringing the bulldozers, turn this place into a damn parking lot. I love that movie.
Well, Major
Wild Thing, you make my butt sting. I detest you. You're all garbage.
I like. Well,
back up the truck. Back it up.
and then Major League is so funny in Major League 2. Yeah. Wild Thing, you make my heart sing.
Yeah, he put the glasses on, and the guy's like a fan again. The golden bucket, the silver boot rocket, yeah.
I like Major. Lou Brown is so funny.
Hilarious.
Lou Brown is so funny before he gets offered the Indian shot. He goes, "Let me think it over, Charlie. I got to take care of some white walls. I'll call you back later." So funny. James Gavin is Lou Brown. He's so. And then don't forget about Joe Boo. Don't be taking Joe Boo's rum.
Remember the scene is like a heart attack. Who's having a heart attack? Brady. Heart attack. Oh, man.
And then he has to wake up. And then Pedro Serrano's funny when he wakes when Harris goes, "Dearly beloved, we're gathered here." Boom! And he goes, Serrano.
I know this girl's much older now because I know that movie came out in the early 90s, but
94. That's right, 1994.
The teacher that was hooking up with Ricky towards the end of the movie, that's what I call a waterfall. Man, she was hot in that movie. Holy shit. I'm not even talking about the girl that dressed up nice. I'm talking about like the casual woman that he was hanging out with. I forgot her name in the movie, but anyways.
I get a kick out of Bob Uecker, who plays Harry Doyle. He's up there broadcasting. He's got all his Jack Daniels right there.
Yeah. Bottom of the knife. Ooh, really at this point. Post game show is brought, and he goes, "I can't find it. The hell with it."
Major League is such a funny movie. I just die laughing every time I watch the movie. How many buys do we got today, Josh? I'm sorry, we're getting off subject, public.
Yes. Jesus Christ. All right, we have.
Oh boy.
We have a drum roll, please. We have a Pedro Martinez special of quotes.
45 miles. Good grief. Wonder what this moron said today.
You know, we usually don't reach the actual 45 quotes, but it's cool to say today just to get your reaction out of it.
Yeah, and it'll be nice to see what Browning's reaction is when stuff is addressed about the Eagles.
Actually, we're starting off with Eagles. Here we go.
Here we go, Browning. This is just for you.
Skip Benson to my Philadelphia Eagles made a mistake drafting Miles Sanders because they already have a running back.
He puts himself. I mean, notice, Browning, that Frank is not. So he mutes me instead. Yeah, hey, Browning, you better get ready for a long year for the Philadelphia Eagles.
So Skip said that, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, even though we do have a running back, we still beat the Patriots.
Oh, sure. This is the nice little reply that Browning has to hit me with, and every doggone.
Well, not we, but the Eagles did.
Yeah, every Eagles fan has to hit me with this.
Next.
Oh, the Eagles beat the Patriots. Wasn't that great? No, it wasn't. It was bad. It was one of the worst nights of my life. But Super Bowl 53 completely made up for it this year.
Right. I don't even consider that a football game. That was the worst Super Bowl I ever watched.
Really.
Josh and Browning.
13-3.
When the Pats won, I was like saying, "Oh, Josh and Browning and Justin and Snowman and Frank were probably like,
I was sleeping towards the end.
What was that?"
I was sleeping.
Josh falls asleep during the Super because Josh didn't want to spend time watching Brady win another Super Bowl championship.
I'll tell you right now, the Bears take over the Rams spot. Patriots were not winning that Super Bowl that year. I'm telling you that right now.
I would have loved to have gotten revenge for Super Bowl 20, which was, oh, gosh. Oh, man.
Super Bowl 20, Part 2 in Miami.
Well, we'll see. It happened in New Orleans, the first one. And then if it goes, Josh would want Patriots-Bears, so the Bears would beat the Patriots again. And I have to live with that misery and that, again, losing to Browning and then to Josh. I mean, oh, gosh, that would be awful. Oh.
All right, next quote. Skip us into mine.
Oh, okay. Browning has it. Yeah.
My Boston Red Sox will put Andrew Bogarts in the trademark.
There he goes.
Oh, no.
Bye.
How can you say such a thing? I don't want Bogarts traded, otherwise I'll never. Oh, Skip.
For those wondering, I only do attention warmer shoppers once he starts punching pillows.
Oh,
Yeah, right now. Not yet. He has to punch pillows and throw stuff around before I do that. Oh, here we go. Attention Walmart shopper. Attention Walmart shopper. Number 2, we got a young man losing his mind. He has a 6mm gun. Watch out.
Oh.
He has rubber boots. Repeat, get the rubber bullets.
First off, I would not have that kind of thing. Second of all, Skip Bayless, Xander Bogaerts just signed a contract extension. Get your facts straight. What the heck is the matter with you?
I got it wrong. I called him Andrew Bogarts. It's actually Xander Bogarts.
Yeah, Xander, the X-Man. That's what he's great. The X-Man. And he's been great. And I expect him to have a great weekend in Chicago this weekend. And I expect him to do really well. So there's no doubt about it, Skip Bayless, that Xander Bogaerts is not going anywhere. He's going to be
there's not a guarantee that Red Sox players will be leaving Chicago as Red Sox players. There's always ways that can happen.
Well, you know what? When the Red Sox won the World Series and Chris Sale got his first ring, I was thinking of Josh and Browning and Snowman, wondering, boy, I wonder what they think because he put on a different.
Is he pitching this series?
Yes, he is. This weekend he's pitching. I think he's going to get his first win. Yeah.
Freaking traitor.
Yeah, Josh won't forget it, and Frank won't forget how we got angry because Frank wanted to go, and Sale got all upset because they were doing their throwback uniforms.
Yeah, Frank went to the game. Yeah, Frank went to the game. Then Chris cut up the jerseys,
and Frank got all angry about it.
He's justifiably so. All right, next one.
I'm happy. Chris Sale got his first championship. Thank you, Chris. You did great. Josh is like, oh, man. Josh is shaking his head when we talk about. Well, come on. That was arguably the best Red Sox team last year. Come on, 108-54. That was a team, man. That was a great team. You better believe it, man.
Skip said that Bravosky is better than Tuukka Rask.
Oh.
What? Well, no. This may not require any pillow throwing. When Tuukka Rask doesn't have his head in the game, I get real emotional and real upset quickly. I have seen how slow he is, and I said, hey, Tuukka, quit being a slow goalie and make some stops. You could have won the game, Tuukka, but you were slow and you screw up everything. Your playoff record is not good, so I have to maybe agree with Skip a little bit on that one. Next. Wish Josh and Browning could come up with something new for crying out loud.
All right, I got a Patriots quote. Here we go.
Oh man.
Skip Bayless said that Dante Hightower will retire after this season's over.
No, he's no. He is not
He will.
retiring at all. It's gonna,
Say your blanket.
It's a bathrobe. I was upset.
Oh,
all right.
Hold up. Did you just say you have a Boston Red Sox bathrobe?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I got it for Christmas. It's kind of like the.
Oh, God.
Yeah, look at Josh's face. Josh and Rowdy are like, why me? Why did I even ask that question?
Sean, you never cease to amaze me, man.
And then right up there, I got to get up there on the camera and look.
The camera.
Yeah, it looks like long, sloppy red dildos.
Oh, yeah, I remember you saying that with that. It is not either. I mean, look, those are red socks right there. Yes. Oh, I hate that. I mean, good grief. Hightower is not retiring. Hightower is a champion. Let's not forget what he did against the Atlanta Falcons, Skip. Remember when he made that strip sack? Browning, one of these days, man. One of these days. Lord, can't we have this young man learn how to change the subject and stuff too? Since he's a big Chuck E. Cheese Smooth fan. Next.
Skip Bayless said to mine.
Why do I even bother?
Browning's doing his Frank impression. Frank says that a lot. Why do you even bother? Superman said that Julian Edelman will be traded to the Green Bay Packers.
Oh
no.
Watch out.
No.
I don't like him as much as you do.
Oh.
He's the Super Bowl MVP.
Oh.
Attention, Walmart shoppers. Repeat. Attention, Walmart shoppers. This young man is about to lose his mind. Get the rubber bullets and get the tasers. Repeat, get the tasers.
Oh. I'll go collect it.
Hey, Browning.
Brownie, where did you get that from? Did you get that from Frank?
We wonder where he.
I guess I don't know.
We wonder where he got it from. Probably from Frank.
Man.
Julian Edelman, Skip, is not going to go anywhere. Did anybody notice that Julian Edelman came and waved the Bruins flag at TD Bank North Garden? Come on now. I mean, I can't believe you could say that. How can you say such a thing? Julian Edelman is Super Bowl MVP. He's won 2 Super Bowl champion. Actually, 3 Super Bowl championships, Skip. Should have won his 4th if Philadelphia hadn't messed things up in the first place.
Sorry about that. I was taking a phone call.
I see something on Twitter that you retweeted, Josh. You know, I can't believe GOT didn't.
No, it's something wrestling related. Don't worry about it.
I just teased it.
It's a joke.
Yeah. I know.
All right, Skibby Bayless said to mine. My New England Patriots should bring in. Oh man, Sean's gonna love this.
Oh.
Jeff Fisher.
Oh.
The defensive coordinator.
Oh no!
Come on, Sonny is in a Super Bowl. He's an 85 Bear.
Yeah.
I would not want him on that team at all.
Well, come on, Sean, you'll like it.
Oh, stop it, Brown. Yeah. Oh, Hardy, Browning. Uh-oh, somebody called or something. Oh. Yeah, Browning had to go talk with his Kentucky Fried Chicken business. Anyway, but that's not going to work at all because I would not – I don't think Belichick would want that to happen. Bill Belichick, one of the best coaches in the NFL, knowing how to get things done. A 6-time Super Bowl champion head coach. You know what, Browning? I haven't done this, Browning, but you've had this coming to you. Take a mute. Can't do it to Josh either. No. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, Josh is probably thinking about tonight's series against the Red Sox, my favorite baseball team, Red Sox and White Sox. And I got to tell you, for all the listeners who are listening in, I tell you, losing a bet to Josh is absolute pain. I had to spend an entire doggone week looking at a stinking White Sox. I had to listen to a
beautiful picture.
Go White Sox. I had to listen.
Chicago's proud of you.
Like I've always said, that song has got nothing but it's nothing but a high school or college song. Let's think about the Boston sports.
What else are Red Sox songs then?
Well, let's think about it. You got Sweet Caroline, Shipping Up to Boston, Tessie. Yeah, there you go. Some of the great Boston sports songs.
Hey, how about you ship some common sense to the people of Boston so they're not racist?
Oh, gee. You can do that. Oh, that's real cute. That's real funny. Oh my gosh.
Hey man, the truth hurts, man.
And think about the Dropkick Murphys, who are one of the great bands and stuff too. My brother actually went and saw the Dropkick Murphys last year in late August. It was pretty cool in Montana.
Oh, Brian, I got this tweet I just put out a couple of minutes ago. So you know how it is with the rumors and stuff about Sasha throwing temper tantrums and this and that. So I made a little joke about that on Twitter.
Oh boy!
So I put the following. You know, I couldn't believe that NBC didn't have Sasha as one of the presenters. Really? You're going to bring Alexa Bliss and Mickey Jason's show, but not the boss? That's it. I refuse to watch any other award shows going forward.
We got some breaking news, by the way. Well, this is big news, especially with the fact that the Boston Celtics have had to deal with a little bit of tragedy since John Havlicek passed away. Thoughts and prayers, of course, to the Havlicek family. Hopefully the Havliceks will be at the game tomorrow night. Danny Ainge has suffered a heart attack on Tuesday. I believe it was mild, so prayers and thoughts with the Ainge family during this difficult time. So that's the last thing I need to hear is that another sad thing. I mean, Celtics have lost some really good players that played from yesteryear. The Celtics general manager and president suffered, mild heart attack in Milwaukee on Tuesday. The team announced he's expected to recover and will be traveling back to Boston soon, they said. So best of luck. Have a good, speedy recovery, Danny Ainge, and get some rest. Hopefully you'll be there tomorrow night at the TD Garden. So good luck to Danny Ainge.
All right, next one. Excuse me, to mine.
Oh no! Not again.
My Boston Red Sox.
Oh boy.
Will trade Chris Sale to the New York Yankees.
Oh.
That's about the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Why would he want to go there?
Why?
Skip, he just signed a 4-year extension, and he's also got a club option, you stinking moron. How can you ever say such a thing about that? And he's not going anywhere. I know Chris Sale is 0-5, but Chris Sale is not going to get traded anywhere. Let me make this a reminder to you, Skip. You are not always accurate on your predictions. You have to use your head. You know what? If I ever met you, Skip, and I heard all these things that you said, I would put you in the old folks' home, and you would retire there, and you'd give up your days as a journalist because your stuff is it's rotten to the core.
How you think of a thing?
You guys stop stealing my lines. Come up with your own lines.
They're not copyrighted.
I will. You know what? I'll make a rule today. I'll call them copyright.
You get it trademarked?
Yeah. Yeah, you guys steal my lines, and you guys have to have it as a voice thing on Facebook and pick on me about it. Jeez.
All right. We haven't had a quote for Browning in a while, so here we go.
Oh good. I'm ready for this. Frank's not here, Browning.
Skippy Bayless said that Alshon Jeffrey's days of being an Eagle are being numbered. He has a slight point, though. Look at the receiver they drafted in the draft this year.
Hey, Browning. Frank's not here to back you up, Browning. It's going to be a long year. You might as well put your Eagle stuff away right now because they'll probably be a 4-12 or a 5-11 team. Yeah, you had your one lucky little shot and you were lucky that you beat us in the Super Bowl 52.
Well, I got a question. Who has? Here we go.
I waited for that. Yeah.
Who has the brighter future, Dak Prescott or Carson Wentz right now?
Okay. I am going to vote right now and say that Dak Prescott has the brighter future, and maybe there are some Cowboy fans that really believe the Cowboys are up and coming and that Jerry Jones will finally get his Super Bowl. I mean, Dallas hasn't won since 1995.
They're up and coming for an ass whooping on Thursday Night Football this year. That's what they're upcoming for.
Oh, well, come on, Josh and Browning. Don't mess with Jerry Jones, or he'll put you in your place.
Hey, Jerry Jones is shot. I got your command right here.
Is he clapping his hands again?
Yeah.
How would you feel if you sat up in a box seat with Jerry Jones? He sat next to Jerry Jones.
You better have some good food there, or I'll leave.
Well, he'll be if they're losing. Jerry will be upset and he'll walk out. And he'll be frustrated.
Do you think they have that stadium is pretty huge? I wonder if they had a separate room where people could actually sleep in the stadium.
I don't know. I know that Jerry Jones got busted because he didn't put extra seats in there for the Super Bowl.
That freaking planet ship in Arlington's in the middle of nowhere.
Well, how about this? Well, okay, another trip. Let's save up our money and go to Dallas, Texas. Go to Dallas and go to Six Flags and go to a big event in Arlington.
Why would I fly to Dallas when I already have a Six Flags here in Chicago?
Well, we could go on it together.
Yeah, we could go to Six Flags here in Chicago.
Well, Dallas,
I'm not spending money to go buy a bunch of hits and go see a Six Flags when I already have one here.
Well, come on, Josh. If we went to Dallas, the weather would be beautiful and it would be hot fun in the summertime.
There better be some good waterfall down there then.
Oh, geez. Well, and of course, I could go tour some of the historic things in Dallas too, and it would be a blast if we went to Six Flags in Dallas. And yeah, we could go to a big WWE event in Dallas, or at Arlington, or maybe another thing, we could go to a Texas Rangers baseball game.
You're ridiculous.
Josh and Brownie are like, why would we want to go to Yeah, Josh, go to a Texas Rangers baseball game. Go meet George W. Bush. Yeah.
I don't know. I can't do a George Bush impression. I can't do it. I can do a Donald Trump impression though.
I can say, vote for me. I'm W. I'm gonna we're gonna launch Iraqi freedom and go into Iraq here. You're either with me or you're against me on that thing. I won the Florida.
That's a pretty good one, Sean. I'll give you that. That's a good one.
I won the Florida recount fair and square. I beat Al Gore in the 2000 presidential election, and I beat John Kerry in 2004.
We got the best fence. We got the best architecture. We got the best. Thing money can buy. Believe me. He always has his finger out like this every time he's talking.
All I hope is that he gets impeached, but we'll see what happens.
All right. Skip Bayless said to mine. This will be the last quote of the day. Here we go.
Oh, brother. Here we go.
Boy.
Skippy Bayless said that Eli Manning's more clutch in the playoffs than Tom Brady.
Wow. That is about
the against them.
Just stop it, Browning. Those were one of the worst nights. Josh asked me what was the worst. 42 or 40. Oh, 42 was pain. That was awful. That was not funny at all.
I never laughed so hard in my life that night.
Oh my! You laughed. I was angry. I was like, oh no. But thank goodness the Celtics quickly made up for it by winning their 17th NBA championship. That's right, Browning. Even the Celtics beat LeBron James that year in 2008. You remember when Paul Pierce actually outdueled him.
I'm sorry, folks. We cannot end this bash hour without Sean throwing pillows around. So here we go. Next one. Here we go. This will get him off his seat and ready to throw the
What are you doing?
Throw things
I'm
around.
upset because Skip should have never said that. Brady is still better than Eli Manning. Eli just got lucky two lucky little times. And I do remember in November of 2015, that was revenge for 3 losses that we had against him. Josh remembers because I was Skyping with him at that time. And Steven Gostowski, that's right, nailed a 54-yard field goal, and the Patriots beat the Giants 27-26. And I said, that is sweet payback for 3 lucky little wins that the Giants had because they had no business beating the New England Patriots.
Hey, you remember when the Ravens missed their field goal that won AFC Championship and then came back to win the Super Bowl the next season?
That was the 2011 AFC Championship game, and I jumped up and down. I said, he missed it.
You know what? I think the Bears are going to do the same thing this year.
Oh, against the Eagles.
They'll beat the Eagles in the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl.
And then if they match up against my Patriots, look out. Brady can get his 7th championship against the Bears, and Josh will be like, oh, no. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I just saw this on Twitter by Nesson. Skip Bayless shaded LeBron James while praising Tom Brady in an incredibly one-brand tweet. Wow.
Wow, what shocker.
Yeah.
All right, last call. Here we go.
Lakers are in enough trouble as it is. Yeah.
Last call. Here we go. Sean's going to be so pissed when I say this. Skip Bayless said that LeBron James is a better athlete and a better clutch player than Larry Bird.
Oh.
Here we go. Attention, Walmart shoppers. Attention, Walmart shoppers. Watch out. Pillows are being thrown in all over different aisles. He's beating the meat. He's beating the meat. Watch out.
Doing.
You know, I have Browning Master. Now, there is nothing you can say to me about that. Larry Bird actually was above finals matchups because he was 3-2 in 5 NBA finals appearances. I do think, and I do know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that LeBron James is 3-6. That's right, Browning and Skip. 3-6. He is not one of the best players in the NBA. LeBron should just hang up his shoes and retire. He's not very good at all. For all you LeBron fans who think he is, wrong.
And then
Bird is a better player than LeBron James.
And then
I think such a thing.
Bird.
Again, copyright. You can't take my copyright. You can't steal my lines. That's considered copyright.
Bumpers.
Copyright. Because, well, we already know it's true. I mean, Browning has never shown me any video evidence of him without bumpers. So technically, he's used bumpers, and I didn't. At least I played in that. At least I played by the rules, even if I threw a couple gutter balls here and there on the bowling league tournament.
I got a question for our audience. Would you pay pay-per-view money for Sean and Browning in a bowling match?
Oh, this ought to be funny.
No holds barred.
Oh.
Yeah. So Justin, Snowman, Frank, and Josh can just sit back there while the two of us are bowling. And they said, we'll catch it on video. We'll take pictures and we'll have proof of it. And we'll put live videos up for social media world to see that they went up again.
Oh, man, that'd be a trip. I'm not even a good bowler, and I would go to the bowling places to watch.
Hey, I had a live video on Facebook with my Larry Bird T-shirt on and a Celtic hat, and I was bowling, and I almost got a strike. That's right.
Now the pins, they come. All right. I know that's a reference to Skippy Bayless Best Show. We'll have some more quotes for you next week. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I know. Wow.
For May 9th, 2019.
Oh, my gosh, already? I can't believe it. It's already May. As I'm getting ready for that Kentucky Derby, like I said, if you went to the Kentucky Derby, you'd have to wear really nice clothes and look your best and sing Kentucky Home. And I don't think Josh would be very happy with it. Again, I know that would be just typical Josh with not saying to me and saying to Justin and Browning and Frank and Snowman, you're not going to get me to sit through 1 minute of going to the Kentucky Derby in Churchill Downs.
And then
Browning, I know you would have fun because you lived in the bluegrass state a lot of your life. Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be a conclusion for our show today. Let's get into the spoken word. Who wants to go first?
Browning?
Browning, can you hear me?
yeah.
Spoken word time. Go ahead, man.
Spoken word is a good show as always, and then. But anyways, shout out to my boy Chucky's in the South turning himself. The Dollar Green still sucks.
What up, Chuck E. Cheese? Smooth.
Yeah, lovely. What up, Chuck E. Cheese Smooth? That's
And here we go.
Yeah. That's to get back at you for and then. You know what? Yeah, what a big deal, Chuck E. Cheese Smooth. What the heck?
Hey, Sean, I did what you just did there in the beginning of the show while you're gone.
What was that? What was that?
When we did the intros, when we brought Browning in and he did the whole Chuck E. Cheese thing, I did as a tribute.
Oh,
to
yeah.
yeah.
That's funny. Spoken word is have a great Thursday. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day out here, in the inland Northwest. Thursday, May 2nd, 2019, 12:39 p.m. Eastern time already. Hard to believe. And 9:39 a.m. And if you live in the Central, please really figure that out for yourselves. I mean, I'm not going to do it for you, so really figure it out. No, just kidding. But yeah, great show. And of course, again, you are in control of yourself. Nobody is ever in control of you. And control yourself in a good way. Have good, positive self-concepts. Believe in yourself. Don't ever give up. And as I say in my diary entries, even though my diary is very private, just continue to be me and don't let anything get to me at all. Life is way too short. And make life a gift. Be proud of what you have. Be proud of what you have going on. Think about your goals. Think about your expectations. And just continue to be strong. And and again, you all may disagree with me about how I feel about Facebook. Getting off of it was one of the hardest decisions of my life, but it was a good decision. And I know where Josh and Browning are coming with me from this. I dealt with a lot of stuff on there that wasn't easy, but I won because I know that I could grow from it and not let the bad people ever get to me. And you don't ever do that, especially in the rough society that we live in right now. And thoughts and prayers from all of us with all the recent shooting events that have been going on, like in Baltimore, University of North Carolina, I think recently had one. I mean, it's just so sad, and unfortunate that we have this stuff that's going on. Anyway, a lot to look forward to this weekend. The Kentucky Derby coming up this weekend. Of course, I'm going to enjoy the playoffs. Got the Bruins playing tonight. Go Bees, beat the Columbus Blue Jackets. Red Sox, looking forward to doing well against the White Sox. I know that we'll be thinking of each other during this 4-game weekend, and it better be good for me, because if I have to come to a show next week and be reminded that the White Sox either swept or took 3 out of 4 for my team, I'm going to be a very disappointed man.
That'd be a great early birthday gift. I'll say that.
And then if it was the other way around, if I walked in and I saw a couple guys that were depressed, like Josh and Browning and Snowman, I would try to offer sympathies and condolences to make sure that they were okay. That's my spoken word.
Oh, God. All right. My spoken word today is to take a chill pill. I think it's very important to take a step back and don't always feel like you always have to react to something that somebody says to you. Like, actually engage in the conversation. Don't react. Listen to what somebody has to say. Not everybody's coming at you with bad intentions, and that's something I've been working on for many years and trying to gain more trust for other people along the way. So I get in this society, it's not easy to trust people, but I think your heart will always tell you whether somebody's being genuine with you or not. So take a chill pill, enjoy your days, enjoy, laugh. Even if there's something that's not funny, laugh, have some fun. Don't feel like you have to put your shoulders and be uptight because you're not having the best day or whatever. It's out of your control. There's a lot of things in this life that's out of our control, but those show true character that they can laugh and still have a good time even when they're having rough days or going through a rough time period. I understand it's not rainbows and butterflies. We all have bad days. I understand that. It comes with the territory, but it's not an excuse for you to enjoy your life on your own terms. So that's my spoken word of the day.
Right.
Thank you. Good. Thank you guys so much for checking out this week's edition of Sports Drive. Yep. Like I said in the description box, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel to get all the editions of the Sports Drive. I'll be back here live later on today with the live recording of this week's edition of the Hoots podcast. Nice. So be on the lookout for that. And enjoy your weekend. Thank you for the big win. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Big Win Frank. Also, make sure to follow the Brownie Master on Instagram, the Brown 88. Make sure to follow him on there on Instagram. And give a shout out to the Walmart boy, Sean Mann, on Twitter as well. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at the Hoots Podcast, and we'll talk to you guys next week. This has been the Sports Drive. Enjoy your week. Love each other, and have a good weekend. Peace.
And
no bet. I'm not betting. That's
and then.
putting up a White Sox logo would be a long, brutal week. If I have to spend a weekend, oh my gosh.
We're gone. Peace, guys.